I'm playing through Dragon Age Origins, except every time I come across a decision, I'm going to use a random number generator to make that decision. What kind of craziness will ensue? Let's find out in today's episode. What's going on, guys? Welcome more Normandy. Welcome back for some more Dragon Age Origins with randomized decisions. If you're excited for this one, do me a favor and hit that like button down there. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this series so far. And please consider subscribing if you are new, guys. We are heading towards some DLC content. We're going to get a new, basically, party member, which I thought would be fun. So that's the next thing that we're going to be doing in this game. And then, yeah, we'll be heading off to do some other stuff as well. Hello, sir.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do?
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a random number. 3.
Part of your problem?
Well, yes. Oh, it's been quite the month. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a random number. 3.
A merchant? Out here?
I don't normally take this route, but with war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you'd consider helping a fellow out?
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
1.
What do you need?
Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could?
Pick a number between 1 and 6.
1.
How much do you want for it?
Nothing. I just don't want to have to lug around something that might be taken for a gemstone by some bandit. To be honest, I don't even know if it'll be useful to you. I paid too much to simply throw it away.
Pick a number between 1 and 5.
Here's a random number. 3.
How do you know this will even work?
The fellow I brought it from is a long-standing contact. He didn't want to come to Ferelden, however, with all our troubles. He said he got it from the man who owned this golem. But to be honest, I have no idea if it will work. Hence the low price. What do you say?
Pick a number between 1 and 4.
2.
What's the catch?
The catch? Yeah, I suppose it is a catch, isn't it? The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down south, waiting to be activated. Even if I could get down there, which I can't, I understand the place has been overrun by darkspawn.
No
That's
fun.
not such an issue for adventurous types like yourself, surely? Or I'm hoping that's so, at least.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
1.
What does a control rod do?
The dwarf I brought it from said it activates and controls a golem. So long as you have it in your hand, the golem does what you say. Might be useful, no? I mean, you look like the sort who could use one, yes?
Flip a coin.
You got heads.
Yes, I think I could use it.
Just as well. As I mentioned before, you'll find the golem down south, in a town called Honleith. I'll mark it here on your map. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a random number. 2.
If not, I'll be back.
Alright, well, oh, then I really hope it works. Best of luck to you then. And now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
Alright, well, I guess it's back to my camp, because that's the rule that I'm doing for this playthrough. Anytime I'm changing an area, we go back to the party camp and try to talk to people, get to know them, see if the randomizer will let us do that. So here we are. We'll start off by talking to Alistair.
What do you need?
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a random number. 3.
Never mind. I just do not like talking to Alistair, do I? Liliana.
Yes?
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a random number. 3.
Nothing. Never mind. Crazy lady. Sten.
Yes.
Pick a number between 1 and 4.
2.
I wanted to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak then.
There's only one option. That's enough for now.
Then I suggest we move on.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
3.
Let's go.
As you wish.
This is really working out well. Levy, can I get your mission yet?
You're back, eh? You have time to hear about Duncan's promise?
Flip a coin.
It's tails.
I have pressing matters to attend to. Farewell.
Right you are. But if you ever want to talk to me again, I'll be around.
Oh my god, this randomizer is like ridiculous like this. Ah. Morgan.
What do you wish of me?
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a random number. 1.
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a random number. 1.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a random number. 3.
But it's just a legend, right?
So I assume. My mother has walked the wilds far longer than I. Who am I to suggest what things she has done and not done in her past? Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Pick a number between 1 and 5.
1.
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Pick a number between 1 and 4.
1.
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required if I cared to teach you.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
2.
I've never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
Pick a number between 1 and 4.
Here's a random number. 3.
Isn't that sort of magic open to abuse?
Not all apostates use the forbidden blood arts. Maleficarum do, but to condemn all who do not fall under the Circle's thrall for the sake of what might be is a dangerous path to walk. There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning freedom.
Flip a coin.
It's tails.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Pick a number between 1 and 5.
Here's a random number. 2.
It does seem a little revolting.
Typical. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Ah, -10. Oof. That is rough. Rough. Alright. Let's head to where we're going. Oh, we get to pick a new party for this. Pick a number between 1 and 4.
2.
Morgan's coming.
Indeed.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a random number. 3.
Yes.
Flip a coin.
You got heads.
Indeed.
Alright. Let's go. And we're going down here. Oh. No, we're not. Got an encounter first. I wonder if...
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help.
Yep.
They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take
We
you to
are getting a new companion. Well, maybe. That's a big maybe here. A crow just hopping. Yes, you would think that.
right ahead.
Oh.
Now it's better than later.
I guess Alistair died. Not sure how that happened. Oh! Thanks for the warning there. And another one. Yeah, I noticed, Liliana, thank you.
Now we get our hands dirty. You will learn to fear me.
They're trapped there too. Oh, there you are.
It's your time.
Oh, nice. Is that it? Yep. The elven assassin is wounded and unconscious, but alive. You could tie him up and talk to him if you wished. Flip a coin.
It's heads.
Wake him up and talk to him.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be.
But I see you haven't killed me yet.
Pick a number between 1 and 4.
1.
I have some questions.
Ah, so I'm to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
Pick a number between 1 and 5.
Here's a random number. 5.
Alright, I'm done with the questions.
Then, unless you're quite stuck on cutting my throat or something equally gruesome, perhaps you'd care to hear a proposal.
Pick a number between 1 and 4.
4.
Not interested in anything you have to say.
Ah, well, I suppose fair is indeed fair. What is it to be, then? All I ask is that you don't eat my remains or anything barbaric. I have nightmares about that sort of thing.
Pick a number between 1 and 5.
2.
I have a new job for you. Assassinate Loghain.
No. No, I won't do that. Believe me, it sounds like an excellent offer, but if I leave here without you dead, the crows will be on me probably before I can even get to Denerim. And even if I could avoid them, and I might be able to, and even if I could kill your Loghain, and I might, death would still await me. So, no, I can't accept such a contract. It wouldn't be right, given the circumstances.
Pick a number between 1 and 5.
Here's a random number. 3.
Then go. Tell the crows not to send anyone else.
I will certainly do that, though it is a slower death rather than a quicker one. Still, it is kinder than a cruel death. I shall take my leave of you then. I trust we shall not meet again.
Oh boy. Well, so much for having another rogue in the party. Yeah, he's running. Alright. Well, let's... We're not doing good at recruiting people. I will say that at
Now it's
least.
better than later.
Really? Making sure I pick everything up here. Gotta do the looting, right? The whole point of an RPG is to loot people.
Trap right ahead.
Alright. Well, I think we're going to go ahead. It's a little bit of a shorter episode, but we're going to go ahead and call that an episode because I don't want to start the next thing and then end in the middle of it. So we'll be back next time. We'll keep on going after the DLC character here. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Other than that, I hope you have a good one, and I will see you next time. Peace.